All right, so I saw this today on Facebook, man. I really want to talk about it on a deeper level. Was one a brother started responding to what I said, and I know that he probably wasn't looking at it from the perspective that I was looking at it from, because I like these type of topics. One, because I minored in sociology, right? So we talked about a lot of this stuff when I was in college, and it's honestly when you start digging into stuff like that, like studying people, conversations like this be interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because to see how people think and to see what people think is important says a lot. Because when you actually deal with the basis of life, you'd be surprised what people actually care about. 9 times out of 10, most people don't care about money as much as they think they do. I'm just being honest. Most people don't care about money as much as they think they do. But I want to touch on it. So the sister asked, what's worse, being broke or being lonely? My response to that was lonely. Everybody's saying broke because they don't have a support system they trust. Finances fluctuate, but ain't no coincidence most self-deletions be people who feel alone. Humans are communal. Even with family gatherings slowly decreasing, people will jump on social media to get that interaction. Because let's be honest, humans thrive off tribes. Humans thrive off families. Humans thrive off communities. That's why in the black community, we struggle amongst the other races, amongst the other nations and races, because we don't think family first. We don't think race first. We don't think in a collective. We like to be separate. So in most of our interactions, we thinking of how can we get to the money so I can stunt on the next man, how I can get away from these niggas. Let's just be real. You want to separate yourself from people that you think that you better than. Let's just be real. The thought process of we're going to help each other get to the top is not normal for us, because being broke is not a thing when you got a collective. Jay-Z said it before. We said if the whole crew getting it, we can be each other's crutches. Now, obviously, I'm paraphrasing. That's not how he said it, but essentially, that's how it's supposed to be. If one man fall on hard times, you can't. Why would you say that you broke when all your brothers got you? But if you was alone, you gonna go through it. If you was alone, you finna go through it because you ain't got nobody to help you. Let's go in this Bible. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7. I'm going to start at verse 12 because I want to make this point first, because I know what people probably thinking. Well, you can't do nothing in life without money. I understand that. You still got to pay your bills. You still got to do the things that you need to do. But the abundance of money is not what's keeping you in a sane state of mind. Let's get it. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. Now, why did I get this? Because that's the main purpose of money. The main purpose of money is a defense. What? Defense from being homeless. Defense from being hungry. The defense of being, you know what I'm saying, not being able to enjoy the small things in life that you need money to do. Right? So I don't want to get into this bag where people thinking that I'm saying that money is not important. I'm not saying that. But the question was, what's worse, being lonely or being broke? In the black community, we all been broke for the most part at some point in our lives. And a lot of people can say that they had a lot more enjoyment in their life in terms of the connections they had with their family, how strong the family bond was when y'all didn't have no money. The way how hard y'all would ride for each other when that money didn't look, because y'all needed each other. But as soon as certain people start making money, the family fall apart. We done all seen it. Because when you start putting money in the mix, a lot of feelings start to change. A lot of people start showing that greed come into play. I'm just saying. I want to get something else right quick. I ain't even put this on my paper. I ain't even put this on my paper. Watch this. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 8. There is one alone, and there is not a second. Yea, he hath neither child nor brother, yet is there no end of all his labor. Neither is his eye satisfied with riches. Neither saith he, for whom do I labor, and bereave my soul of good? This is also vanity. Yea, it is a sore travail. So think about the mindset, right? Because we finna get into it now. He said, there is one alone, and there is not a second. Yea, he hath neither child nor brother. Yet is there no end of all his labor, because he got all his money, right? He going to work, so he got some money. But he ain't got nobody around him to share that with. What's the purpose of going to work and having money if you ain't got nobody around? If you ain't got nobody that love you, that you can trust, that you can really talk and get counsel from? What is the purpose of having the money? Neither is his eye satisfied with riches. Think about the mindset. He said, yet is there no end of all his labor. Neither is his eye satisfied with riches. Because the money don't matter at the end of the day. Money ain't going nowhere. You can work till the day that you die. The money gonna keep on. Money ain't going nowhere. But the people that's in your circle, the people that you care about, the people that love you, the people that you love, that's a big deal. I'll never forget when I was in college, man. And this is one of the things that kind of separated him from other coaches that I had. He said, look, life is about people. I'll never forget that man saying that. He said, life is about people. Because you can have all this stuff, and if you ain't got nobody around to talk to, when bad stuff start happening to you, you might mess around and fall on some financial hard times. What are you going to do? He said, from whom do I labor and bereave my soul of good? Think about that. He said, why am I doing this? Why am I going to this labor? Because you can't take that money with you. What are you doing it for? Because most of the people, the point of you going to get the money is because you want to leave something for your kids. You want to leave something for the people that you care about. So essentially, you working for the people that show you that you're not alone. The money don't matter as much as you trying to do something beneficial for your circle, for your children, for your wife, for your family. That's why he asked the question, for whom do I labor and bereave my soul of good? This is also vanity. Yea, it is a sore travail, because you're not going to ever stop working. That is what God ordained. When Adam did what he did, he said, you're going to work till you die. By the sweat of your brow shall you eat bread. You can't do nothing in life without going to work. It is what it is. But you having somebody around you make that thing purposeful. You having somebody that you can come home to, having somebody you can talk to, somebody you can pour into, and somebody that can pour into you is what make life worth living at the end of the day. Let's keep reading verse 9. Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. Let's read it again. Two are better than one, because they have a good reward for their labor. Because when you by yourself, what are you working for? That's what the 8th verse was just talking about. Why are you doing this? Why am I working like this? And ain't nobody around me. Who am I doing this for? Verse 10, for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth. For he hath not another to help him up. Because we gonna all go through that. I don't care what life you live in. Everybody got ups and downs. So if you in a space where you fall, 9 times out of 10, some people go through that, as they call it, depression, right? If you don't have people around you that can see, hold up, bro, you in a bad space right now. You need to fix that. Hey, let's go do A, B, and C so we can, get you around some better energy. Get you around some good spirits to get your, get your spirit back flowing. Because that sorrow gonna end up putting you down at the end of the day. That's what the Bible says. Sorrow gonna kill more people than a pistol. It is what it is. Let's read it again, verse 10. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. Because that's kind of the point that I was making with Most people saying broke is because they don't have a support system around them that they trust. Because in the black community, 9 times out of 10, when you fall on hard times, you can't ask your family because they belittle you and talk to you like you crazy because you ain't got the bread. Let's be real. That's the black experience. That might just be the human experience. People think that because they got the money, they can talk down on people. That's not life, bro. You supposed to have people around you that can help you up when you. Because what is being broke at the end of the day? What is being broke? If there was literally no humans, if you was just by yourself, what's the purpose of money? The reason why you need the money is so you can be social. Let's be real. Most people don't want to be social when they ain't got no money. Why? Because it make you self-conscious. It make you feel like you don't need to be around nobody. It make you feel like everybody was looking at you. You worried of, oh man, I hope they don't come in here. I hope they don't ask to go out nowhere because I ain't got no money. I can't go. I hope they don't come around here trying to go on no trip because I ain't got no money. I can't go. Let's keep it a stack. Verse 10, for if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. Again, if two lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him, and a threefold cord is not easily broken. Now we talking about groups. Imagine you was in a fight by yourself and somebody start getting the best of you and you got your friends with you. They not just gonna let you get stomped out. It is what it is. It's crazy how much you can get accomplished when you got a team around you of like-minded individuals that all got something different to bring to the table. Hey, I got the money, you got the know-how, you got the skills to bring the vision together. We all can get this thing going, but as black people, we don't think like that. And that's sad. Honestly. That's sad. Because we're not even going to touch on the sociology portion of it because being alone can mentally make you go crazy. You ever heard of solitary confinement? When you're forced to not have human interaction, people literally go insane. But we're not going to touch on that. This is Psalm chapter 37, verse 25. I have been young and now am old. Yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. Now, why did I get this? Because the type of person that you are, if you in a space like David was, if you righteous, that means that you treat people a certain type of way. It's hard to be right. It's hard to be righteous when you're not treating others the way that you want to be treated. That's why people flock to righteous people. It is what it is. Let's read it again. I have been young and now am old. Yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. Why? What is the significance in David saying this? He's never seen a righteous man forsaken or begging bread. It don't matter if you broke. It don't matter. Because a righteous man, he not gonna go hungry. Why? Because them other people around him, see, I know this brother, man. He on hard times, but I'm gonna help him because I know him. That's a good brother, man. That's a good dude. That's a good sister right there. But when you an asshole, right? When you like to be by yourself, when you don't treat people right around you, it's hard for you to be in those type of spaces because people don't like you. You fall on hard times, people think, oh, that's good for you. It was about time God did something for you. It's about time that you got some karma. Let's be real. Let's keep it all the way real. We're going to keep it a stack. It is what it is. Let's get some more. This is Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 1. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold. Let's read it again, because maybe people don't understand that. Verse 1. This Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 1. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches. You know what it means to have a good name? They mean your reputation. You have a good reputation amongst people. What does it matter to have a good name or a good reputation? That means you got a lot of people around you that respect you as a man or as a woman. You got a lot of people around you. If bad things happen to you, having people around is better than having money. I'm telling you right now. As the saying goes, say it ain't what you know, it's who you know. It don't matter. Sometimes it don't matter how much money you got. If you know the right people to push the buttons and pull the right strings, you can get a lot of things done and accomplished. But if you don't have a good reputation, if you don't have a good name, people ain't gonna be willing to help you. People ain't gonna be willing to go to bat for you. That's just life. Let's read it again. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, because money can't save you all the time. I know a lot of people think that. I remember when I first got out of college, I was bouncing around through a lot of different jobs trying to find something to do. And I was at this one point I was selling insurance, right? So I'm riding with this. I ain't gonna lie, he was a rich white man. We riding his big ass Cadillac, a black Cadillac truck, and we going to all these different people's houses, right? And I'll never forget him saying this. He said, most of the time when I have a problem, I just like to rub a little money on it, and if that don't work, I rub a little more money on it. I'll never forget him saying that. Insane thought process. Because 9 times out of 10, if people want you to spend money to get back in their good graces or fix a problem, that's a horrible existence. Let's read it again. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold, because who you are as a person speaks more about you than the money that you have. You know how many people have boatloads of money and people hate them? Because you as a human being, if people don't like being around you because of who you are as a person, what does it matter that you got all this money? To have a bunch of money with nobody to be around and to share that with, it don't matter. People, man. People just got life messed up, man. Life about people, man. Life about people, man. People try to push this notion that they don't want to, that they cool with being alone. You're a liar, because just the other day when Facebook went down, most people was going crazy. Why? Because you don't want to be alone. You needed somebody to talk to. That's why these social media sites are popping the way they do, because most people are more recluse. They don't want to go out and talk and deal with people. Why? Because that's not the norm no more. The technology has made it more efficient to have our social interactions online. So when Facebook went down, most people was like, damn, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? They needed the Facebook back up right then. Let's get into it, man. Let's read some more in this Bible, man. This is Ecclesiastes, also called Sirach, chapter 29. I'm gonna start at verse 21. The chief thing for life is water and bread and clothing and a house to cover shame. Better is the life of a poor man in a mean cottage than delicate fare in another man's house. Be it little or much, hold thee contented, that thou hear not the reproach of thy house. Why did I get this? Right? Why did I get this? Because according to this verse, you would say that this person is broke. He don't have a lot, but he got his own. Because the chief thing in life is for you to drink water, for you to eat, have clothes, and a place to stay. That don't take as much money as people try to make it out to be. Now, obviously, people be in these bags where they want to live a lavish lifestyle. They want a nice place in a nice neighborhood and all that. But at the end of the day, it don't matter. Like that boy Big Chris said, he said, food is food, water is water, air is air, the rest is mental. If you're getting all the things that you need to sustain life, all that extra stuff is for the birds. At the end of the day, it's just extra fluff for everybody to be getting the same stuff. At the end of the day, everybody getting the same stuff. The chief thing for life is water, bread, clothing, and a house to cover shame. That's what everybody needs to survive. If you want to do more, if you want to, you know what I'm saying, you want to live the fast lifestyle, you want to get the nice clothes and a nice car, the nice, you know what I'm saying, the nice house, you can do that. I'm not saying that's wrong. But this mindset of being broke, who taught you that? Verse 23. No, I'm sorry, verse 22. Better is the life of a poor man in a mean cottage. He said it's better to not have a lot of money and have your own than delicate fare in another man's house. Because 9 times out of 10, and let's be real, this is an American thing. Money is so big in America that most human beings in America is living with a lot of debt. That's delicate fare in another man's house. Because you need other people's money to try to make your life look a certain way. Why? So you don't look broke to the people around you, because you know they're gonna talk about you. Let's keep it real. That's the reason most people in the black community be fighting so hard to not be broke no more. Because of the ridicule. Let's be real. Verse 23. Be it little or much, hold thee contented, that thou hear not the reproach of thy house. Why? Because if you're an ungrateful person, that makes you and your family look bad. That make your parents look bad. It make you look crazy. I'm just being honest, man. Let's get some more. This is another thing that I don't think a lot of people think about when it comes to money, right? Let's get into it. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 6 and verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble. What does that mean? A lot of people might have people around them when they up, right? They got the money behind them. They doing well in life, so they got a lot of people around them trying to get money off of them. Let's be real. They there for their own occasion. They trying to get something from you, and a lot of people, that'll turn most people off, right? You would rather be alone than have people around you like that, right? That's simple. When bad things don't happen in your life, people usually disappear, right? Let's read on. Verse 9. And there is a friend who, being turned to enmity and strife, will discover thy reproach. Again, some friend is a companion at the table and will not continue in the day of thy affliction. And that's what most of our people in our community are running from. We've had so many traumatic experiences with just our people that you would fight to stay away from people. So now you didn't try to replace people with money. Let's be real. You didn't try to replace genuine human connection with money. Because you trying to avoid this. Verse 10. Again, some friend is a companion at the table. So when you balling, y'all out partying, y'all kicking it, you popping bottles, right? You throwing dollars. People around, everybody. Oh, he didn't. You know what I'm saying? Your boy just came in. Your boy is here, right? But when you ain't got the money no more, niggas get to scattering. Verse 11, but in thy prosperity he will be as thyself and will be bold over thy servant. So when you got the bread, when you making it happen, everybody around, they move when you move. They moving just like you. That's how a lot of the NFL players be. There's so many people around you because you got that money. They're wherever you are. They moving like they you. Just something to think about. Verse 12. If thou be brought low, he will be against thee and will hide himself from thy face. And this is what I was talking about when I was saying most people will say broke because they don't have a support system that they can trust, because this is the life of most people in the black community. When you up, everybody love you. But when you down, it's like you a scumbag. You a piece of shit. Let's keep it all the way real. This is real life that we talking about. This is real life that we talking about. But what's the flip side to that, right? What's the flip side to that? Verse 14. A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that hath found such an one hath found a treasure. That ain't normal for most people to have true friends. And let's be real. 9 out of 10, when people got true friends, they usually doing more successful in life. Let's be real. You want to know why? They helping each other succeed. Ain't no competition there. They both parties, or all parties involved, they want to see each other do well. Let's read it again. A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that hath found such an one hath found a treasure. Now, I don't know about y'all, but when I hear when they say they found a treasure, that sounds like that's worth more than money. Having a good friend is a big deal that can get you out of a lot of stuff that don't cost no money, that you can't put no price on. Verse 15, nothing does countervail a faithful friend, and his excellency is invaluable. You can't put a price tag on good people around you. You can't do it. You can't put a price tag on good people. You can't do it. Because a lot of the things that happen in life, money can't help you with that. I'm just be honest with you. Verse 16, a faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him. Let's be real. Most of us don't have a lot of people around us because we're evil people. Let's keep it all the way real. Most people, they deal wrong with each other. That's why it's always beef in the friend group. A faithful friend is the medicine of life. If you got good people around you, if you got good friends around you, all the remedies, all the mishaps, all the problems in life can be alleviated. Why? Because we're helping each other. Usually, the friend group start falling apart once people start doing evil to each other. But if you fear the Lord, you're not going to do that. You're going, I love my neighbor as I love myself. I wouldn't do it to you because I don't want you to do it to me. That's a faithful friend. Let's read it again. Verse 16. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him. But you know, it is what it is, man. So being lonely is way worse than being broke. And I know y'all probably don't want to talk about the science of it. You know what I'm saying? I probably don't want to talk about the science of it. But sociology, it intrigued me when I was in college. That's why I chose it as a minor, because I just took a random sociology class and I was like, damn, okay. I never looked at that like that. Then the more I took the classes, the more it was showing me how people think and how people move and why people do the things that they do. You having a strong family structure, you having a strong friend group, and you having people around that you can talk to and work out your problems. And if you falling on hard times, you got people around you that can help you. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. But hey, you know, it is what it is, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm out.